for the culture. Pura cultura for the culture. Pura
Let's go.
cultura for the culture. Pura 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 cultura for the culture. Para la cultura for the culture.
Yo, man.
Yo, Lazy, I thought you was gonna spit your freestyle.
I know you was waiting for that too.
You still haven't finished that freestyle, bro. You should have been practicing all these years now, bro.
You know, I'm working on it, bro. But let's let the gente know what's up, bro. This is Pura Cultura sin Censura. And this is your boy Lazy.
And I'm Smiley.
And together we are the
Mexit Twins. Yo, man. Yo, Lazy, the weather's getting pretty nice out here in Minnesota, man. You know, people think of Minnesota and they think it's just snowing all the damn time, cold all the damn time. You know, they're not 100% wrong on that. You know, it's cold. It's cold a lot up here, but it's starting to warm up, man. You know, the snow has melted. It's still a little chilly, man. You know, kind of like, you know, for people that don't know these type of weathers, there's certain states, you know, because it's not just Minnesota. I'm sure it's like Chicago, Wisconsin, or I should say like Milwaukee or something like that. One day it's like spring, you know, it's like 50, 60 degrees outside. So people are in sweaters, long sleeve shirts, and some people bust out the shorts, bro.
Who's them? Who's them people?
A lot of people, bro. You know, the warmer blooded people, I guess, bro. So
yeah.
But
is that warmer blooded or colder blooded?
I have no idea. Way.
Okay.
Throwing it out there.
We're not gonna get technical about it.
No. But and then the very next day after that nice spring day, it's like winter again, bro. You know, back to, let's say, 20 degrees. You gotta it's snowing again. You gotta put them boots back on, them big ass coats back on, bro. It's wild out here, man. It can get tricky when you're in the Midwest.
You know, to give people a real idea of what the weather we're talking about is, what do we see? Like 55? Have we seen 60 already, right?
I believe I was in Mexico when you guys got that.
So you know, that's the kind of weather, bro, that I ain't lying, bro. We going outside, bro. You taking the kids to the parkway. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're bringing out the little, the wagon, the strollers, the lighter jackets way, you know, and you know, posting stuff on Instagram. People from like Cali or Texas be hitting us up, bro, or be hitting me up and be like, yo, that's cold as fuck, bro. We ain't going outside in 50 degrees weather, bro.
Yo, when you've been locked up for months, you just want to get some fresh air sometimes, bro. Like, once that weather gets at that type of temperature way, you know, you start really inhaling that fresh air, bro. Like, in the winter, man, we locked in for the most part, man.
And I think I didn't used to think about it like that way. You know, like, I think social media has really like made it more obvious of like, yo, we have long ass winters. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just following people, you know, people that we rock with, like, they're bike riding in fucking December, bro, in January. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's some shit you don't do over here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the winter season.
Unless you got a DUI, then you bike ride in all types of weather out here, bro.
Yeah, you're right though. I've seen people on my job way, and it's like a dead giveaway. It's like, man, what you do, bro? Because you're riding your bike in
the snow.
Then
you done fucked up. You caught about 3 to 4 DWIs or like DUIs.
Or like when you're like, damn, bro, you're riding your bike. Like, how far you stay away from here, you know? And they give a city that's like an hour of a bike ride, and you're like, oh shit, bro, like, you know what I mean? That doesn't sound too convenient now.
Yo, with these gas prices, it might be convenient, wait, but you know, it's getting nice out here, man. So you know, we definitely getting a little excited, man. You know, weather. Summer's getting closer.
Have you taken your kids to the park yet, or like walk around, or outside?
Well, yeah, we was playing. We were outside playing a little bit. You know, not the park and all that yet, but you know, just out in the backyard type of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, you know, it's something to do with. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like like we've talked about it before. Is like, you get a little guilty that the kids or even ourselves, we get stuck in the crib for a good minute, bro, and it's like you want to be outside, even though like my daughter has upstairs and downstairs all the toys and things that you could do, bro, but they get bored. Kids get bored with things like every like 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking for this weather to get better, bro, and just be outside and do more way. You know what I mean? Like take advantage of the weather way.
We've talked about that as and in no way am I saying that all Latinos are the same, but for the most part, Latinos, we just, weather gets nice, we do more of the basic things, you know what I mean? And what I mean by basic is like, oh dang, it's nice out, let's grill. It's nice out, let's take the kids to the park. It's nice out. I don't know what else you could do, right? But like, let's say we don't do like extreme shit, right? Like güeros will be like, yo, it's nice out, let's go hiking or let's go fishing, let's go let's go like I said, not all Latinos, but for the most part, everyone that I know, they don't be doing a lot of, adventurous shit like that, bro. We just be doing more of the let's light up the grill type of shit. Let's have a couple beers outside. Let's hang out outside. But as we get older and as we like you said, through social media, you get to learn a lot and you get to see what type of dope shit is out there. Way like, don't get me, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when you're scrolling through IG, bro, and then you see people doing some fun shit, bro, like going. Like I said, hiking, right? Normally it's white people doing shit like that, right? But I see that and I'm like, yo, that actually looks kind of fun now, like that's something I would try now, like there's certain things that I would have never tried that now it looks pretty dope, but that's because we expanding our horizons, we learning, we finding different things to be fun and entertaining. And also family oriented type of thing, things you could bring the kids along to,
Yeah, no, that's facts, way. And like back in the days, way, like I didn't care about none of that shit, obviously, way. We was young and doing what we did, way. But now that you talk to like people at your job, way, and they're like, yeah, we went on a boat, and like when they're polling somebody and they're like surfing, I don't know all the terms yet, you know what I mean, like. Like, yeah, we took the kids out there and they were like, we were pulling them with the boat and they were like on the tube and I'm just like,
I think that's tubing,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, that, and I had these conversations with people where just so they can understand, like, for real, where I come from, you know what I mean? I'm like, that I've never done that in my life, they're like, and some of these dudes, they keep it real way. They're like, I'm going to be honest. I tell my kids that the summer fun or activities that we do, there's a lot of people that are not able to do it or have never even done it before, you know what I mean? And they'll be like, I let them know you guys are
privileged.
I don't think they use that word way, but basically saying like you guys
are lucky.
Yeah, you guys are lucky, or you guys, maybe it is privileged, not in that term, but basically letting them know like appreciate this, because there's a lot of people that don't, are not able to do it. But even just having these conversations with people, it puts that in your brain. It's like, maybe I didn't grow up doing it, but I'm gonna make sure my daughter, she's experiencing it. So when people, if she likes it, dope, we could keep doing it. If she don't like it, at least she can have that conversation and be like, yeah, we did it a few times. I don't really like it. I'd rather chill on the boat, or I'd rather be on the beach or some shit. You know what I mean?
Because we grew up in the era, and we grew up in a dope ass era. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm glad I grew up in the era I grew up in. Yeah. But we gotta admit, we grew up in the era where if you did certain things that were different, people would be like, "Man, you guys act like white boys, man. You guys acting like white people, or like you talking like a white person, or you doing this, you doing that." Everything that was different and everything that involved, like, let's say extreme water sports like that, or even on the boat, or people were like, "Damn, what you guys like white people, huh? You guys got money like the white folks," type of deal. But it's like, we just didn't know any better, like, and I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those people that would say shit like that too, like you see certain Latinos participating in certain type of activities, or even speaking properly, you know, we would say shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that fool acts like a white boy, or man, why are they trying to talk all proper like white people? That's how we grew up thinking, and things we grew up saying. But obviously, it was dumb of us to think that way. But that's just, I think that's just like the early generations coming up that, you know, we don't know any better, and we see someone acting different. You know, sometimes I feel like we take it as like, well, you think we ain't good enough, that you ain't trying to keep it like Mexican, like we keeping it, like
you're trying to change up on us y todo eso. Like. But you know, even with all that, bro, like I think that was like some kind of form of like, you know, insecurities of some sort, you know what I mean? But like that was very common for people to be like, you're trying to act like white, you're trying to talk like a white boy or white people, and then also at the same time is like, it could be the other way. Like you're trying to dress like you're black. You're trying to talk like you're black. And that was the raza in Minneapolis, bro. And
yo, Lazy dressed like he was black and talked like he was white.
No.
But he looked Mexican as fuck.
No. Don't be putting that out there. Way. People are going to believe that shit, way. Yo. But, you know, like, bro, we couldn't almost be ourselves way. There was a lot of times where we had to kind of hide our own like personalities or characteristics way, because we were not going to get accepted or we were going to get judged way. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to lie way. You know what I mean? We're not going to get all deep in it, but like the way that we would go to school and behave, when we would get home, we would be a different person. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't know if there's a lot of other people that felt that way. But I for sure felt that way. You know what I mean? And it's like, and we talked about it before about not being able to express ourselves or joke around, or, you know, we had a really good joke, but we're like, I can't say it because, you know, I'm going to look like I'm a funny guy. I don't want to be a funny guy. I'm out here trying to be a gangster. You know what I mean? So that was things growing up way. But now as I'm getting older way, I pay attention to everything. I'm very observant of everything way. Like if you know, we used to go through our whole middle school, you know, junior high, high school, all the summers we didn't go out to like Disneyland or the fucking go see the canyons or whatever the fuck that's called, Grand Canyons, and you know what I mean? Like I don't even know a lot of this shit way. That's why I'm not gonna lie, bro. A lot of this
fucking
shit,
Mount Rushmore,
fucking that shit in fucking the waterfall up there in the East Coast and shit. Niagara Falls, you know, all that shit way. You know what I mean? Like people, like other people, I'm not gonna even say like it was just like white people or other people. Other people would like plan vacations. You know, we lived in the hood way. So to be honest, a lot of the people in the hood with us stayed in the hood. You know what I mean? But there was other people that would actually go out on vacation way. And we didn't grow up like that. And I think sometimes people don't understand that we don't have the same growing up experience. We didn't choose to think different. We didn't choose to have these experiences that molded us to behave or to have different types of perspectives. That's just the way that we became because of our environment. Yeah. And now I'm not gonna lie, bro, as corny as it sounds, a lot of things I'm living it with my daughter. You know what I mean? Like it could be simple shit, bro. It could be like a Disney on ice. It could be like indoor playground. I never did none of this shit. You know, like all this shit that I'm like, this shit's in
dress up as Barbies and shit.
I don't do none of that shit. You know, okay, you kind of putting yourself out there.
It was like you were struggling there, bro. You were struggling there, man.
You know, like, and I don't put this shit on. I don't like to caption this shit because the way that it's in text, it doesn't give you the same. It doesn't communicate the same. You know what I mean?
It doesn't relay the same.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know what I mean? I could be like living my childhood through my daughter. You know what I mean? That's how I want to say it. And it's like just living my childhood through my daughter. You know what I mean? And people are like, "Oh, look at this corny ass motherfucker." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Some shit typed out don't sound the same.
Because why? Because we've typed shit out before. We're like, como que the way that it sounds in my head, motherfuckers ain't gonna read it that way. So sometimes it's better no caption.
Yeah, your voice in your head is a middle-aged white man though.
No. Yo, we ain't gonna talk about that. But the voice in everybody's head, that's probably your worst enemy, way. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you trying to get deep?
No, we ain't getting deep, way. But just stuff like that, way.
No, that's
you know what I mean?
facts, way, and that's how I think that's how a lot of people live, way. Like obviously we grow up and we wanna, give our kids everything that we didn't have, way. And we ain't gonna get too deep into that conversation, but I recently heard this interview of Steve Harvey, and the motherfucker's cool, man. He was just talking this shit, way, and it's the reason I like to listen to successful people or even people that have a story. I like to hear their stories because you can learn a little something from everybody.
Yeah.
But one thing that he said that made a lot of sense, and I think everyone as minorities or everyone as people that grew up like with a little less than others, we all have a struggle of we want to give everything to our kids that we didn't have, but we also don't want to make them soft, and we also don't want to make them lazy. We don't want to make them like like they don't have the hunger to chase their own because everything's always been given to them. So
you want them to have that hunger and that grit and that roughness también.
So you heard the interview, huh?
I didn't. But I'm just saying, like, it just sounds like
that's exactly what he said.
It's basically our fear, way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
That's exactly what he said. So he was like, we grow up. He's all like, this is what he said. He's like, I've talked to a lot of successful black men. That's what he said. And I always put it in as minority men. Because as Mexicans we go through the same type of shit, bro. Yeah. But anyways, he's like, I asked a lot of successful black men, how they handle this, and no one can give me the answer. Like everyone struggles with that. Everyone that grows up not having that, having much and then becomes super wealthy. How do you give to your kids without making them soft, right? And then he's all like, we send them to good schools where they got to wear uniforms, and then these little kids, they got iPads and phones and this and that. And so it was funny. He's like, so I got to send my little punk ass kid with the new iPhone and the new tablet because I ain't gonna have him looking all crazy at school, and shit like that, bro. But it's like it's funny, way, but it's so real because when your kids go to school and they're telling you, oh, this person's doing this, or this person got this, and this person has that, you're like, well, I don't want my kid to be like super like behind on not having shit, So I'm like, now you're gonna have that and more, you know what I mean? So it's a thing that we need to, like, I guess, learn as we go and do our best, because it's obviously those are the type of conversations that I pay attention to, because we want answers, right? Like we want some help in that department, because that's a real struggle. Like I think as kids in general, you want them to be able to grow up and fend for themselves and go out there and have their own hunger for their own dreams and goals. But también one thing también, bro, is like, as men raising your sons, like you want to raise them with love, but you also don't want to baby them too much that that then they're like, we ain't gonna get too deep in it, but then they're like a little softer, let's just say a little softer than when you grow up.
Oh, you're talking that crazy talk again.
We ain't gonna get deep into that, but it's like it's one of those things of how do you balance everything, and it's one of those things that we learn as we go. We learn as we pay attention to people that have already gone through it, and we do our best, right? But
and there's no perfect, I don't want to continue this conversation for too long, way, you know what I mean? But there is no perfect way, because we've talked about it before. Is like, imagine you feel like you're pretty good as a person you are, right? You're like, you like the way you think, you like the way you behave, and you're like, if my son could just be somewhat of me and better, obviously better, I'd be good with that. But you wouldn't put your son to live your exact experience, right? Because it could have gone left at any point. But we make it so much better, or it also goes left, you know what I mean? As far as like for multiple reasons. You know what I mean? Like we've heard of stories. We've heard of entitlement. We've heard of like drug addiction. We've heard of just laziness. Like there's kids that will live with their parents till like they're 30 or some shit like that. Excuse me. So there's like no exact way to like. There's no blueprint that. Yeah. Like even Steve Harvey, like you're talking about, like his daughter is dating what fucking Future? Are they still together?
I don't think so. I don't know. But it's just tough way. It's tough because when your kids ask you for something, it's hard to say no.
Yeah.
And when your kids, like when they feel like fear or when they're scared and they want you to be there, you can't say no to that, bro. Like just this past week, it was my first time taking my son to go get his first haircut at a barbershop, right? Shout out to Master Mickey. He cuts my hair and my kid's hair.
Yes, sir.
And my son was nervous, bro. And it was like, obviously, he is his first time being there, and obviously everyone that has kids, they know how hard it is to get little kids. My son's 2 years old. To sit down and get a haircut, they get scared. I mean, those clippers are buzzing hard, bro. The thing's vibrating and
loud.
It sounds like it's gonna cut your ear off and shit. So I don't blame kids for being scared, way. But my bro, Master Mickey used to come to the crib and cut his hair there because I didn't want to put my son in a situation where he's around a bunch of strangers and then he's scared and he's crying, and plus he's in a open space with a bunch of strangers. He's gonna just be more uncomfortable, right?
Does he cry at the crib though? Still,
he did. He used to. So it's like once he didn't cry, then I'm like, all right, he's ready now to go to the barbershop, right? And
that's a proud father moment right there.
It was. But check this out. So that right there I'm already cushioning that for him because a lot of people in our generation, they would have just took us to the barbershop to begin with. And me, I'm like prepping him. I'm like, nah, he ain't ready for that yet. Let's do it. Let's get the cuts at the crib. And once I see he's ready, then we go to the barbershop. So I already...
You're conditioning.
I already like cushioned that and protected him from that. So then, but as a dad, I'm like, I got to be here for you. I know you. No one knows you more than I do. So I'm the one that needs to do this for you. So then we were at the barbershop, right? And my Master Mickey's cutting his hair, and my son, before he even starts cutting hair, he's like, he reaches his hand out to me. So I'm holding his hand throughout the whole cut.
Yeah.
Throughout his whole cut, and then I'm like, I know Master Mickey was probably like, yo, dude, you babying him too much, and I don't blame him,
Yeah.
Everyone feels that way about certain things with everybody, right? But if my son tells me, Dad, hold my hand, I feel more comfortable with you holding my hand while they cut my hair, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there for him. And he's a tough little kid because even though he was scared because he was in the open space way, he like shed like one little tear. And it was like, but he didn't cry. He wasn't like sniffling and crying and being sad. No, he was just like there with a straight face, but then a tear just came down his face, bro. And I was like, don't worry, Mijo, I'm here for you, man. You're good. And then, he just gave me that look like, and as I'm holding his hand, and he is that connection that is like, I'm here for you, man. Like, don't worry about nothing. Like, and if anything, I'm right here, So it's like, that's the hard part, where it's like, we want to be there for our kids and we want to make them feel safe and comfortable. But then, at the same time, we are protecting them, so overprotecting them sometimes,
sheltering them of some sort.
But it's like, it's kind of tough way. It's kind of tough. Like, when your kids ask you for something like that, there's like, I don't know, I'll be cold hearted if I was to say no. You know what I mean? Like,
and there's some, and there's gonna be different parents way. There's parents that they go with that intention of like, this is the time to let you know, like, you're a little man.
You got to baby up.
You're a little man, but like, I don't need to hold your hand. Like, go through it, and you're gonna see that you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're gonna be like, "Are you okay?" Like, "Yeah, Dad." Are you gonna cry again? No, Dad. And it's like, yeah, there's different people for different things, way.
That's
and
true.
And I don't judge that. You know what I mean? There's dudes that find that like I gotta be a dad and I gotta give that strength and I gotta give that energy to my son, you know, because when I'm not here, he needs to be a man and stand on his own.
Yeah.
And us, we're like, well, I don't have a son way, but you know that's different for you. But even from my daughter way, like, you know, like going out and like today I took her to like an indoor park, which is weird, like I mentioned earlier, and it's like they're playing and you know boom 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 and it's big, right? And they just need to like make sure that they see you, that you like they need to make that eye contact and then they're cool. You know what I mean? That's that like some kind of safety, right? It's like I'm cool because I know my pops got me or my mom's got me, but I don't know. I take a lot of pride in that, bro. I'm like very proud in that. I'm like, okay, like you know that I got you. You know that you're good as long as I'm here, and I think, bro, like the way that we do it, we gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Everyone got their own way to do things, and you know, it's like, you know, we can. You know, just recently we were hearing someone that is older than us and has kids older than us talking about he's still trying to find a better way to handle, you know, being a father and everything. And sometimes we forget, you know, because we're like, yo, I'm a dad of young kids, you know. I know that the dads and the moms of older kids, I know they already got it down. I know they already, you know what they're doing. But it's like a learning process through the whole thing, and that's what we're learning. And I guess as we talk about this, it's kind of like just a reminder, like there's no right or wrong way to do it. I guess as long as you're there for your kids, there's no right or wrong way to do it.
As long as you're present and there's like love, you know what I mean? Like, you know, as crazy as that sounds, bro, like, you know, people hear us talking on different topics y todo eso, but this is the real deal for me, way. This is the way that I see it. As long as I'm present and there's love and like the best intentions are all there, you know, all those things that are there. There's probably some dope other words to use, but like we're gonna be all right and we're gonna figure it out together. You know what I mean? Like, you know, as you know, I see your daughter. You know, your daughter's older, way, and she holds those. She still holds a lot of that stuff. She's not a baby anymore, way, but she knows like as long as my pops is there or my mom's is there, I'm good, or you know all that stuff, way. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I take pride in that and that's the way that I want to raise my kids. I'm going to raise my kids the way that I feel is good, way, and I feel like we're all a tight family, way. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie, way. We is a tight family, and I want to keep it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. But anyways, man, keeping it moving.
Yeah.
Man, just today, bro. Just today. Today is a Friday. Man,
or is it Monday today? Way? You know, it's a Friday for us, man. But, you know, people listening, it's a Monday morning.
But I got to tell them about what just happened. I mean, what I went through today, man. Yeah. Today was my, you know, at my job, they're trying to start easing us in to go back to working in the office, bro. So what my job is going to do, what they want to do now is they want to do hybrid. They want to do a hybrid schedule. Yeah. Which basically is like 2 days out of the week we're gonna work from home, and the days we're gonna work from home is gonna be Monday and Friday, which are the best days to work from home. Man. But it's like today was my first day to go back and kind of like clean up our area because they're gonna move our seatings because they're gonna space us out. But bro, it felt weird. Way even last night I was like, man, like I don't want to go back, bro. Like I was just dreading it, way. And, you know, and this morning I woke up, way, and, you know, shower in the morning. You know, I had to get dressed to do my hair and like everything. And, you know, you work from home, you know, you get up, wash your face, brush your teeth. I mean, because, you know, you shower at night. I shower at night when I work from home. But it's like you just wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, and you go log in your computer and you're chilling in your basketball shorts or your sweats or something, bro. But now it's like, you know, you really got to get up and get fully dressed. Like I had to literally go back to my closet section where I keep my work clothes. Like, you know, like clothes to go to work in.
It's been like, what, 2 years away?
It's been 2 years away.
Do they have that closet smell away?
Nah.
You know, sometimes clothes, when it hangs in the closet long enough, way, it's a little damp.
Nah, it didn't. It
Nah?
didn't. Nah, because I didn't have it like in the closet. It was like in a room.
Mm.
But it was like, what was I gonna say? It was just weird way. It was weird having to get fully dressed again and having to, go to the building way. So, and when I get there, and it's actually been like 2 years exactly way.
Yeah.
It's actually been exactly 2 years way. So when I get there way, and it's like there's a bunch of new people now because they hired a bunch of new people. So I feel like the new guy.
Was your boss there?
Yeah, my boss was there, and it's funny, bro. It's funny.
Did that motherfucker gain weight?
Yes, wait, that's what I was gonna say. It's funny because I think I gained a little weight too.
I think everybody did, wait.
Bro, we was all heavier than when we left. Wait, let's just say that, bro. We was all heavier, bro. But
was it mentioned though, or did people kind of just like not want to bring it to attention because it's gonna come right back at them?
I think no one really said nothing, bro. But there was people that like was more overweight than others. Right? Some of us just gained an extra few pounds, and then it shows a little. But some people was like, damn, bro, like you've been
damn,
you've been chilling. But it's like
you a damn.
So it's like, so it was all that, bro, and it was like the whole like you're walking in the building and you have like a little bit of anxiety way because you're like, damn, who am I gonna see?
Yeah.
What is everyone gonna want to talk about? Like I gotta act. I'm not a morning person. I gotta say that right now, bro. I ain't no morning person, bro. I like to just chill, drink my coffee, and slowly, go about my day, bro. But I work with a lot of older folks, man. Older dudes, I should say.
That says a lot, though, way. You know what I mean? And I want to obviously let you continue and finish that up, way. But saying the word, I gotta act. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For the people that continue to work, that have been going back to work or work on a daily basis at their workplace, do we gotta act every day, way? You know what I mean? Isn't that go against of being your authentic self? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but I just want to get into the surface of it. Is like, it takes energy to, like, when you're pulling up, you're mentally going through it and saying, oh fuck, like I gotta talk to my boss. I gotta act like, oh yeah, man, how you been? You're already thinking like he's gonna want to ask me and he's gonna want to tell me all his stories and I gotta meet these new people. So it's like, it takes so much energy just being social. You know what I mean?
No, it does.
And it's like, my bad. Continuing. I just wanted to say that because a lot of us, since we've been doing it like on the regular basis, it's just like natural to us. Like you could be going to work where I'd be listening to podcasts or listening to music, but when I go in the building, it's like, hey, how's it going, buddy? You know what I mean? There's dudes that I have to talk to like that at work. Smiley, don't be making fun of me.
That's weasel talk, calling people buddy.
You never call nobody buddy?
Hell no, I don't call nobody buddy.
Me either. Fuck that. What's up,
Yo,
homie?
Lazy.
What's up, vato loco?
I'm starting to wonder about you, man.
No, don't say that.
Starting to wonder about you, bro.
But
hope you don't buy yourself a cowboy hat soon.
No. Don't say that way. But
gold grill and cowboy boots, man.
A lot of us, since we've been doing it consistently so long, we don't think about it. But since you completely stopped and you're going back, that has to hit you a different way.
It did, way. So I'm like walking. That's why I said like I had a little bit of anxiety because I knew everything that was gonna happen. Where like everybody was gonna want to talk about how you been, because the thing about my job, there's people that they like suffer from depression and they suffer from certain things. Like they don't like being home. So some people, like quite a few people, already been working at the building because they don't like being at home.
That's crazy.
So it's like they've already interacted with each other. But I'm not the new guy, but I'm like the new older person, older guy, or older employee, I should say, that they can catch up on things with me. So I knew, I'm like, I know motherfuckers are gonna want to just talk all day. And, I go in basically doing the same work that I do at work. It's a little extra stuff, but it's like, but bro, I wasn't even like at the end of the whole day, because that's exactly what it was. Everyone was catching up. How you been? How's the family? What have you done? This and that, whatever. But it's like, bro, by the end of the day, bro, I was just drained, And I'm like, I'm not even like, obviously I'm not like physically tired, bro. I'm like mentally tired with like having all these conversations and acting like, you know, like, yeah, like I said, you got to act somewhat interested, right? And some things that some people are telling you about, you really don't give a damn about some things, not to be rude, but you know, it's just the truth. And it's like, but you got to put up that front, like, oh, that's cool, man. That sounds fun. Or man, this and that. But it's like, by the end of the day, bro, I get back to, you know, because my mom was watching my son, and I just laid on her bed, and I was like, man, I'm gonna take like a little 10-minute power nap here, bro, because I was just drained from work way. Like I was like, damn. But
should have told my dad that. He would have been like, man, I worked 2 jobs at your age. There was no naps.
But it's like, that's what it is, man. You know, that's what they're trying to, you know, ease us back into, man. Which, you know, I'm not. You know, people act all excited, like, yeah, man, you happy to be back? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't mind working from home, man. Like I'm cool with working from home, and you know, some people just can't. I guess they don't like it like that, but it is what it is, bro. You know, you know, eventually I knew it was gonna happen. They haven't really set the permanent schedule down, you know, so I'm, you know, but I can sense it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon, bro.
And like I said, it's kind of crazy because, you know, I know you're going back to work. Mm-hmm. Our bro-in-law is going back to the office. But to be honest, almost the rest of everybody else, we've been in the building already,
That's crazy,
You know what I mean? Like everybody now is like the pandemic. It was like a memory of you know, like it was just a bad dream almost. You know what I mean? Like now we're back to normal. There ain't no fucking masks. There ain't no talk about that. The news ain't even talking about it no more. There ain't no statistics. There ain't no numbers. A lot of us been living like normal and regular for a minute. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, do you still wear a mask to go to the store or the liquor store? Or,
you know, I didn't because I don't no more, because when I was in Mexico, I really wasn't like, I did here and there, bro, but I really wasn't as much so I'm like, and then I come back and I just feel like everyone's not really doing it no more. So then it kind of like, you don't need it no more. I don't know. And no one we know is getting sick anymore. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to think of it.
And I don't wear it no more, And like, I have gotten sick a few times, but like, I can distinguish, and I know this sounds crazy as fuck, but I can distinguish what's like a flu and COVID now to just like a cold or a fucking, you know, a sinus.
Come on.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, when COVID hits you, there is no doubt in your mind that you know it's something different, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I say that way. But, you know, getting back into the work situation, I know we were talking earlier, and you're saying that your girl's her work situation is gonna change también, no?
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, it was crazy, and this was like a hard decision, because during the pandemic, we were both already working like at home, full time, both at home. And it's like there was like a job opening, like where she could, you know, apply and get paid more money, right? But that was going to require her to go back to the building because you needed like training for like a year.
That's crazy.
So it's like, it was really hard on us, bro, because we had already been working from home working at home together for, I don't know, about like 6 to 9 months around there. So it's like, and then, you know, we were talking about it's like, this is a good opportunity for you. But then again, like, we were very like comfortable. We're all like, both kids are at home with us. We're both working from home, so we can like, you know, it's just easy when you got a family. People understand, like, you can make lunch together, dinners are made quicker, and then you have a lot more time available to just hang out because we're all home and we don't gotta like pick anyone up from daycare or school or none of that stuff. So it was a real good time, bro.
And that lasted for how long?
It was like, I would say she went back and it was December or January. So it was like 9 months that she, 8 or 9 months that we were at home.
That's a long minute.
Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it was like 7, 8 months, right? So then we had to make that decision, bro, and it was a tough decision. I was like, just apply for it, like it ain't gonna hurt, and like,
Yeah.
and we, sometimes you go with the decision, but then it actually happens. Like she got the job,
Yeah.
and then you're like, damn, did we make the right decision? Like,
Should you accept it?
should we have? Yeah, we're like, should you accept it? Like we're so good right now. We're so comfortable. Like, one thing that me and my girl was doing a lot because we were both not having to drive nowhere. We were like binging TV shows. We would stay up. I know it might sound cheesy or whatever,
A
bro.
lot of
but,
productivity was going
bro,
on.
I'm just saying, we were able to like watch TV shows, bro. I'm not saying that we were like, doing like I don't know, like I said, a lot of productive shit, but it was like just being able to like spend time together and watch shows, bro. That's something you can't really do when you got 2 little kids and they have a bedtime and then all that. My daughter goes to school now and all. Like you couldn't do that, and we were able to do a lot of that during that time. So we're like, man, like we were so comfortable, like in doing all this. Like I think we fucked up by you, getting this new
Promotion.
this new promotion. But
this promotion's gonna fuck up our Netflix schedule.
and especially that was still very new when when COVID was still pretty scary, and we're like, damn, like this was, we were really doubting ourselves. But now obviously she's been doing that for a while now. Obviously she's making more money, she's getting more experience. But now it's come to the time where she's actually going to start, working from home, and now slowly she's going to start full time working from home for like permanent, not because of COVID. Like it's just, that's her type of job, is like a work from home type of job. So now what we planned and what we planted is going to start like producing, what I mean? Like basically the goals that we made and that decision we made that during that time, now it's finally gonna be like, all right, like you guys made that decision, like we made that decision. Now it's time for us to benefit from the sacrifices that we made during that time, so it's pretty dope, man, because like I'm gonna be working, like I said, hybrid, so from home and to work. She's gonna be doing that for a while until she's permanent. And it's going to be dope, man. We're going to have a lot of free time a lot of extra time to just be, hanging out with the kids, doing extra activities and shit like that, bro. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, and that's dope, boy. You know what I mean? Like that's like the, grown up life sometimes hits us a little different way because to be honest, we grew up watching all our parents work way. You know what I mean? And just by me saying that is like we've always seen managers, we've always seen supervisors, we've always seen some kind of supervision of got to make sure you're on task, working.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, and I know that we talked about this at one point or another way. We are so new to the fact of somebody saying like you can work from home. And we trust that you're doing the right things. We trust that you're taking care of business, and that says a lot to us, way, because whether we see it or not, I don't see it, but you guys, it changes something. You know what I mean? It gives you guys a different type of self responsibility, self accountability. Time management, even si quieres,
lazy, stop snitching.
Aunque te quieres dormir, hay que decir algo, you know what I mean? Like, how to time it right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be crazy because what I'm trying to get to is like, your kids are seeing that, and it's like working from home, working unsupervised. That word right there is crazy for Latinos, way. And I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of Latinos that might hear this and be like, yo, motherfucker, like I'm self-employed or I've been working unsupervised for a long minute. There's a lot of people that don't work unsupervised, you know what I mean? So when you work unsupervised, and I don't know why that word sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but unsupervised.
Because you said it like 10 times already.
You know what I mean?
Why.
It's gonna hit different to our kids, you know what I mean? Where it's gonna be like, yeah, my parents work from home. Yeah, there's a home office and y todo esto way. So,
and that's you mentioning that home office thing. That's funny way because like me working from home way, like my job didn't put because we like me the reason why I even started working from home was because of the pandemic way.
Yeah.
Like I never thought myself as a person that would have ever worked from home way. Like you know what I mean? Like that's some shit that I never thought like that would be me, right? Obviously, I think a lot of people thought that.
Even you've said it before in an episode was like even my mom, you know, when she would take care of your kids, like she'd be like, so you're like working right now, like you're on the clock, like you're getting paid for this shit, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I want to make sure that people get that idea that we didn't grow up in this type of way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But my job didn't put no like restriction on like your home. You gotta have a home office. It needs to look like this. It needs to be in a room. It needs to be. But my girl's job, they do have requirements. It needs to be in a room. It needs to have a real desk. It needs to have a real like chair, like an office chair.
Do they require a certain type of Wi-Fi like level, like certain gigs and?
Well, I mean, I don't think they require, but I think they do ask. Like, I don't know if it's a requirement, but they do ask like the internet speed because even my job did. But and then the room it needs to be a room with a door. Like you can't like and su trabajo de ella. You know, sometimes we be speaking Spanish. You know, like people can't just put Google Translate on shit. But it's like su trabajo de ella no quieren que tengan like hijos en la casa while they're working. Like they really should still be like at a daycare type of thing.
¿Los van a amarrar en el cuarto? ¿Qué onda?
So it's like, so you know they're a little more strict than my job, bro. But it's like, you know, we're gonna make that happen. And that's what actually we're gonna do this weekend. We're gonna clean out a whole room and make it like look presentable because her job is actually they require a video and pictures of how the room's gonna look. You know, so
just come take a video of this shit right here, bro. This is professional as fuck, bro.
Like you can be recording podcasts while you're supposed to be working or what?
I got soundproof. I got the foam. I got the lights. But do they say why they need all that? Are there going to be like Zoom calls or?
I think there's like meeting calls, but you know some people still want things to be in a professional space way. You know what I mean?
Because in a way, dressing the part changes the energy. The environment of workspace that you have, like let's just say you have a real messy workspace, changes the energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have the kitchen table where I seen some dude that he works there on the kitchen table, you know what I'm saying? That's a different kind of energy.
Table,
that's
man.
boss. That's boss shit. But if you have like a desk and you have your office chair, it changes the energy that you could be like, yo, this is a professional setting right here. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess I can't blame him, way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's facts. Yeah, everything does have a little part to play with it. But that's dope, man.
Is there a dress code though, way?
I don't know about that part. I don't know about that.
Because that'd be crazy, way.
Yeah. You know, and it was funny way because every time we would have meetings, you know, every time we have meetings through my job and people like have their cameras on and I'm just like a blank screen, bro. And then people are like, yo, hey, Davey, you want to turn your camera on? Like, you know what, man, I'm having a real bad hair day. I was not even prepared for this. You know, and then I'm just like, I just don't do it way, you know, because I'm just like, I'm just really chilling, bro. Like even I don't know, bro. Like sometimes I'm like I'm not in the mood to be all up in the screen right now, man.
Some people want to like we want to see your smile. We want to, you know, like they just want to like vibe off of people. Way. But because you're right, way like you said earlier, like some people miss that, and we're human, way. You know what I mean? It's more common for people to miss human interaction than not to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. Bro, like we go to the grocery store, there's human like interactions that we have that we might not acknowledge them fully, but we have them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like we like to communicate, boy. We like to just be like kind. We like to show some kind of love in a way. You know what I mean? And some people is just at a higher level way. They want to show that on a daily basis. I ain't gonna lie with. There's some people at my job, bro, that. When I used to wear a mask, bro, and I took it off, obviously, you know, they were going for the guy with the red hat way. They'd be like, I'm glad you took your mask off. Like, we really miss seeing your smile. And I'm just like, because
kind of job you work at, player?
No. And they're not fruity. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Because it's not.
How many colors was your face mask?
It's not in a bad way. I'm just saying they're not dudes that were saying it in a way that trying to hit on me way. But they're just like letting me know it, like, thanks for taking the mask off. You know what I mean? Like they just motherfuckers that hate that shit way. But continuing to talk about like our situations and the crib situations way. The things that we have going on way, it really impacts everything that we do way, because obviously we got kids. We got 2 podcasts, you know what I mean? Shout out to Latino Happy Hour and all the loyal listeners that love us over there, you know what I'm saying? And all the people that's
the podcast we like to like speak nothing but positivity over there, bro.
Pushing P, man, and dropping gems and all that good stuff way. And like we've said it before way, is like both podcasts, they hold different energies for us way, and it's not because we do that purposely way. It's just when you have different people in the room, or when you have different people in a conversation, and the vibe changes way, you know what I mean? And I think that's dope way. I think we should all be able to express ourselves the way that we feel way, you know what I mean? Like I have a problem way, because I used to be I still am to an extent way, and I'm trying to fight that. I have a problem to express myself so you can feel comfortable, you know what I mean? And maybe you don't know what I mean, but
I don't.
It's like sometimes I feel like people, just in general, we kind of like down ourselves, or we like little ourselves, or we use less energy so we don't intimidate you or make you feel uncomfortable or put you in a maybe awkward situation. So one thing for me way, and I'm not saying that that's what happens over there way, I'm just saying in general, it's just like I'm trying to just speak my authentic self way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we've talked about it before, about basically as far as I rather people really like me for who I am genuinely, you know what I mean? And people to dislike me if to me, like you just don't vibe with me. I'm not your type of vibe. Like, that motherfucker be talking shit and he pisses me off, and fuck that dude.
Or you could say, también, like you rather people hate you for being who you really are than love you for being someone that you're really not.
Right. And we were on live earlier, and we kind of mentioned that, and it's just like, I know what people want to hear way. Like, I'm a player, bro. I know what words hit the ear and make it, feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Lazy.
Like, I know what people want to hear. Like, I could like false preach. I could false give this energy. I could false, but that ain't me. You know what I mean? I'd rather give you the real me. And if I gotta learn and if I gotta grow, and if I gotta somewhat maybe 2 years from now look back and be like, yo, I was tripping, I was wilding, I was boom boom boom, whatever the fuck. But I want to be my real self and authentic self today, tomorrow, and as I continue to change, I want to continue to be myself way, because I think that's something that has bugged me for a long time way, and that's one of the things that brings like anxiety and all the stuff that we've talked about before way. But
but that's dope, man. That's dope. I think a lot of dope things are happening, and I mean, first of all, that's dope that you want to be your authentic self all the time way.
It's like, not easy way.
At the end of the day way, we all have to learn how to be our authentic selves, like whenever, as much as we can. Like sometimes, like I gotta keep it real. Like when I'm at work, I work with a lot of people that don't look like me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I have to put up a act.
Okay. But when I said, "What's up, buddy?" you was looking at me kind of.
I never talk like that though.
What do you say?
I said, "Hey, how's it going?" That's it.
You don't show no love.
I don't say buddy. I don't say pal. I don't say bro. I don't say.
I never said pal.
Yo, pal is real close to buddy.
That's weasel talk.
Nah. Buddy is weasel talk, bro. So it's like I don't add that extra. I just say, hey, how's it going? Or hey, what's up, guys? Like that's it. But I'm not like being a completely fake like person like that. I'm like acting like someone I'm not. The only thing I do that I know that I overdo it, or not overdo it, but it's like I know that I kind of put up a little act.
Do you walk a little different?
is when is when I act like interested in work related shit. And
Oh, really? So how do you think we can make this process better?
no, it's funny way because today I was at the office way, and then this dude, the supervisor, this other supervisor, he told one of the new girls, like, hey, if you want to learn more about that procedure, there's videos on our website that will show you more about our machines and this and that and our procedures. And then this is her response, bro. These newer,
this is gonna be gangsta as fuck. I already know it's gonna be gangsta.
Newer, younger people, bro. They're gangsta, bro. She was like, "Wow, that sounds like the most exciting. That sounds like the most exciting videos I could watch, or something like that. Like, that sounds like something I would really love to do. Like, but being super sarcastic to him, and I'm just like, damn, did she just really say that to him?
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, I'm not saying it's like the funnest thing to do, but if you want to learn that, it'd be good for you. But I'm just like, people don't hold shit back now, man. But anyways, man, what I was gonna say is that we got, we grown, we going through new experiences, man, and we rolling with the punches, bro. At the end of the day, we rolling with the punches as best as we can. Think, having our family on our mind the whole time with every decisions we make. It's our family that we're thinking about, like financially, work related, everything. It's all like, how is this going to benefit the family, right? So that's a very dope thing, and I know you and your girl, you guys are doing your thing as well, man. And it's dope to see, man. It's dope to see everyone around us, leveling up, man.
And the plan is their way. You know what I mean? Like, it was very surprising the other day, way, because my girl listens to the podcast. I know your girl listens to the podcast, way. And I said I wanted to buy something, way. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it was, and she's like, yo, that's not in the plan. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, like, now we understanding each other. You know what I mean? And it's like being in a family situation where you start really connecting, not only just like love, family, and like morals and like all that other dope shit way, but like just future and investments and all that good shit way. It's good to have that way, because when you're on a certain plan and a certain goal way, things don't hit that hard. You know what I mean? Like right now, my girl's going to school full time way. You know what I mean? And for some people, there's some people that listen to us. They've gone to college and they really put in that time. They can understand how hard it is to study, to do tests, to prepare themselves for an exam y todo eso way. I don't get it way. I'm a motherfucking worker way. You know what I mean? Like I my girl would be like, I got an exam tomorrow. I'll be like, all right, like. My thing is like, you're not gonna work. She does her little part time in the weekend, and I say little part time way because she wants to work way. You know what I mean? Like people want to feel productive. People want to get outside the house way. But for the majority of the part way, I know that I'm the one that's out there working and making sure everything's taken care of way, so she can focus on her studies way. Yeah. And it's not like this secret, you know what I mean? Like I told her, like, yo, once you graduate and you start making money, like, that was a loud noise. Yeah, we just heard, like once you graduate and you start making money, like now, I can begin doing other things, investments.
Then you can become a rapper like you always dreamed of.
Yo, I'm gonna be the biggest Chicano rapper. Fucking, you know what I mean?
You can finally live your dream.
Yo, bro. We're gonna do it like that. But you know what I mean? Like, that's just a thing, way. You gotta have a plan and you gotta do shit to execute it, way. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, way. When she told me like it's gonna take you 2 years to finish this, I'm like,
God damn,
yeah, bro. I'm like, but then I think about it, I was like, yo, at the end of the day, we do this for the kids, way. We do this for the kids, and obviously we do this for ourselves to have a better future, way.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I'm doing right now, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. People know our lives, bro. People know how we get down right now, way. We work. We got our families. We got 2 podcasts. We're out here doing what we need to do to, seek other ways of like incomes or assets or side hustles y todo eso, like we tell people, you know what I mean? And it's just dope that we're able to do this way, because one thing that we've been talking about is like just like better future, right? You know what I mean? It's like we're so focused on our future now way that there ain't nothing gonna stop us but to be successful in our future way. You know what and I'm not saying that in a cocky way or I'm saying that in a confident way. I'm saying that in a way that it's like we're preparing ourselves so much and we're focusing on our future so much. There's no way that we can fail. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because we're doing everything that we need to do for that. And
but we're also all in that point of our lives way. Like, yeah. Like all our conversations that we have now, they're productive conversations. Yeah. They're conversations of goals, the conversations of dreams we have to, things we want to accomplish, places we want to be at, milestones we want to accomplish. Like, it's all like, that's the kind of conversations we have nowadays. Like, it ain't like, yo, man, we should, go do this, go do that. But it's like all our conversations are productive conversations, and it's just like reinforcing our belief that we're gonna be successful in whatever we put our mind to and our energy into. Is like that's powerful, because there was a point in our lives where some of us were more ahead, or not ahead, but like mature than others, or some of us were more there than others, but so those conversations weren't as popular. Those conversations, everyone wasn't fully ready to talk about stuff like that. But it's like, it's dope when everybody, whether it's your family, whether it's friends, whether it's your significant other, like, we're all in that same mentality. We're all in that. We all kind of locked in of like, we got to become successful one way or another. So it's a dope time, man.
And the way that you said that is like, having those conversations is like, as you're getting back to work way, you're gonna find yourself having those conversations with the people that you attract because of a certain thing. You know what I mean? Like, for one reason or another way, I have conversations with people at work way that invest in stocks, or they're deep in crypto, or they're like into something that I want to get educated on way, and we can have those conversations, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, way. I don't know what conversations I used to have, way, but it wasn't no productive and bettering yourself, way. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was about bitches and hoes, way. I ain't gonna lie, way. You know what I mean? It was, and that sounds crazy to people, but they need to hear the real truth. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be the person that it was like, where's the party at? What crazy shit have you done? Oh, you been with that girl? Give some details, how was that like? You know what I mean?
How was that like?
And I'm saying,
damn, lazy.
I don't want to say
how much details you want.
I want all them details. I want deep details. No, I'm just saying, it's like my interest used to be different way. You know what I mean? I don't find myself in a lot of those conversations no more, unless people is really willing to give it up. You know what I mean? It's like, please share some more. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, but it's dope, man. It's dope for us to all be in that type of mind state, and just like with a lot of people that listen to us, man. Because like we say, we follow a lot of the same people that follow us. We follow people back, and we see that a lot of people are on that same mission, to become successful and provide a better future for their families and all that good stuff, man. But
yeah,
moving it along, man, we were just on live, man. We was on there vibing with the people, man, and we ended up jumping on with Long Beach Carlos, and he had a guest, one of the dope rappers that we fuck with, man.
The homie,
Hypnotic G Rooted, man. He was on there, bro, and bro, I was surprised, bro. I hadn't heard some of the new music that he came out with, bro. But I guess he gave us a shout out on one of his new songs, bro.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know about. I know you said you knew about it.
I shared it on the page, where you must have missed it.
Oh, did you? Oh shit, I must have missed it. But it's like, that's dope, man. That's dope. And it's like, he showed Pura Cultura some love on the song, bro. And that's kind of like that's showing love, like letting us know, like, yo, we see what you vatos are doing.
We see you, man.
And it's like, yo, we out here doing the same thing, you know, representing the culture, representing la raza, man, Mexicanos, Chicanos, you know, all that good stuff, man. So it's dope, man. It's dope to see that we all out here, you know, doing our own thing, but representing the same movement, man. You know, and that movement is to make our culture look dope as fuck, bro. And to let people know Mexicanos got dope rappers, Mexicanos got dope podcasters, Mexicanos got dope artists, everything, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the whole mission. The whole mission is to just let the world know there's a lot of talent out here on the brown side of town, bro. Hey. So, you know, it's dope to see when people show love like that out of nowhere, bro. And, you know, I don't just take that lightly, bro. That's major respect, bro.
I'm glad you like that way. You know what I mean? And I fuck with that heavyweight, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, I had heard it already with the beat.
Okay, I hadn't heard it.
You heard it a cappella.
I heard it a cappella, man.
Shout out to Hypnotic, way. And fucking Long Beach Carlos, he was out there. He said, bro, just spit that shit right now. And for the people that are curious to see how that went down, you know, check out the Instagram page. You know, we shared it with everybody on there. Yo, with the beat, you know what I mean? Either way, it sounds dope, way, but the love is there. Yeah. I heard that, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, bro. As lit as you are, way, I was lit that way when I heard it the first time, and I'm still lit hearing it again, way. Because why? Because I see other platforms getting love and getting their respect, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that we deserve it y todo eso, way. I'm just saying, like, it's dope to see that our raza is fucking with us heavy like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know, that's how things work, way. That's how networks work, bro. Yeah. And it's dope when people show love, bro, because, you know, when people show love, that's a dope thing, bro. But it's like we all gotta be supporting each other, bro. And it's dope to see a lot of people doing dope things, man. Whether it's rapping, whether it's podcasting, whether it's everything that people do, man. There's a lot of dope Mexicano, Chicano, Latino platforms doing their thing. And it's like, you know, just so people know, like we rooting for everybody, man. Yeah. We want everybody to make it. We want Mexicanos to make it, Latinos to make it, Chicanos to make it, all of us to make it, man. We want to be, you know, seen, you know, with respect. When people look at the Latino culture, the Latino platforms, you know, we want people to see that and be like, yo, they doing some dope shit over there, man. We gotta start fucking with them because, yo, they about to blow up. They're about to do, you know, start their own wave, you know. So it's dope, man. So shout out to everyone that's supporting all Latino platforms, Mexicano platforms, Chicano platforms, whether they're rappers, whether they're artists, designers, podcasters, all that good stuff, man. Because when people support like brown platforms, that's when we blow up. That's when we get our respect. And, you know, obviously, we out here representing the whole community, man. And, you know, shout out to everyone that's really doing it for the love of the community, for the love of the culture, man, because that's what it's really about, man. You know, we ain't out here just, you know, hyping our own, you know, we ain't out here hyping our own shit up, you know. And shout out to everyone that's not just hyping their own shit up, but hyping up the culture, man, because at the end of the day, that's the bigger picture, bro. Yeah. You know, so
we ain't shit without the full culture, way.
We ain't, man. So, you know, shout out to all the dope platforms, dope rappers, dope, you know, influencers, you know, all the Latinos, Mexicanos, Chicanos that are doing their thing, representing us in a respectful, dope way, man. Shout out to y'all, man. And, yo, we rooting for everybody, man. Yeah. We all gonna make it, man.
We all winning, man. And